I'm transitioning from finance into UX. So, like, I'm seeing all the jobs are like 2+ years of experience, both in LinkedIn and Naukri. So, should I go for the internship first and then get into the job, or how do I see this?
Yeah, you should always start with internships. Firstly, I'll split your question into two parts. One is most job roles do have 2 years as minimum experience, and the other part is should I try internships? I'll answer both of them. Yes, most job roles do have 2 years experience because dealing with freshers is generally very difficult because they come with a lot of immaturities. Even though they are skilled, they generally come with a lot of immaturities which you might not be ready to deal with as a business. But if some fresher suddenly decides that this is not for me and just leaves the job, the next day it's a big business loss for you. So, in this way, there are multiple reasons why freshers are not immediately hired. But whenever they generally write 2 years or probably 1 year, generally what they mean is this much only. They're not expecting that you are highly skilled. All they're expecting is that you have some basic etiquettes and you have some basic knowledge about if you're in a service setup, how to work with a client, or if you're in a product setup, how to work with product managers. So you have some basic knowledge about interacting with these people. That's what they expect, right? But on the other hand, they know that there are freshers who are also very skilled, and sometimes it is good to work with a good fresher who can somehow promise that they are mature enough to deal with product managers and deal with people. That layer is somehow covered up, probably because you already have some experience in some other field. You have some base level maturity working with an organization. On the other hand, but you're quite enthusiastic. You're someone who can take feedback very well and come up with more experimentation and keep coming back with enthusiasm than an experienced person who might resist doing so much work, right? If you come out as this person, the industry is willing to take you. So that's why generally, even if they say 2 years, most companies will still interview you unless they're very strict about it. But I have seen this as a trend most of the time. Many of my students, though the role says 2 years, my students still go and approach them and talk to them and say that, like, why don't you try and stuff? And they do interview because hiring a very good candidate is very difficult. So if your portfolio is promising, if your portfolio looks very genuine and promising and it shows good kind of skills, they'll still interview you. Now, will you make it or not is a different thing. You prove to have the basic maturity, you prove to have good skills, but most importantly, you are someone who can take feedback and experiment. You really need to, like, which is very difficult from a fresher to have patience. Freshers generally don't have patience. They think they are on the top of the world, they are the experts. But somehow, if you are that fresher who's like, no problem, throw 20 iterations at me, 20 times you reject my design, I'll still come back with the next version. Up for it. I am game. Because that's what a designer is. I'm solving for ambiguity. That's what I am. Okay, open. Awesome. I'm not really attached to my design that I'm not going to change it or think that whatever I'm doing is the most important thing. So you come with this attitude, they want you. Even if they say 2 years, try, apply. You might get a call. That's what I'm trying to say. Just don't think that it just says 2 years, therefore I don't have 2 years. Don't worry about it. Apply it. I'll tell you what will happen. They'll still select you. You will tell them that you don't have 2 years experience. They'll tell you, no problem. First attend the interview, let's see. Then if things don't work out, they'll say, we actually wanted to hire someone about 2 years of experience. We just want to talk to you. But anyway, you don't have 2 years experience, so therefore we are rejecting you. They'll say it. But you all should be very smart. These are just rejection reasons, right? I've had so many people who just unnecessarily did not apply for opportunities and wasted things just because someone said some rejection reason. So if they reject you because you don't have 2 years experience, doesn't mean you should not apply to any other role which asks for 2 years of experience. Nothing. Be like Pushpa. Be like Pushpa. Just don't stop. I'll keep applying. That's my advice for the first thing. The second thing, that is internships. Internships are very important. I'm telling you why. Even if you have experience, internships are very important because internships give you a ground for experimentation for your skills and for your company as well. So an internship is generally three to 6 months, correct?
Yes.
The good part is within an internship, you can openly apply for a full-time role being in an internship. In fact, you can talk to your manager saying that, please, if there are any opportunities, please tell me, because it's an internship. It's not a full-time commitment. So that's a very good advantage most people are not seeing. You can openly start applying to other full-time roles while doing an internship. You don't have to sit free. You're working somewhere and you can keep applying and you can keep asking. Okay. Second, you're getting paid for working on a real project which will go into your portfolio. So in a limited time period, like 3 to 6 months, you have one good portfolio project which is real.
Yeah.
Now you're showcasing your potential to a dummy project. Great. That's a good starting point. But now you work on an internship. It's a real project. It's a real business. You can show real business impact if you do that. So that really helps you in your portfolio. Okay. The next thing is commitment. You don't have to worry about completely committing yourself to a company at this point of time. You're seeing how is it to work with some product managers or developers? How is it to work with a service setup or a product setup? You will understand more about yourself also, right? And you can anytime choose to just say, okay, this internship is not working for me and just close it and apply for another internship. So take internships as these lightweight opportunities to experiment yourself. And I'll tell you the most important advantage of an internship. Let's say today you're working for some 3 to 4 LP or something in a different role. Do a 6 month internship. Design internships generally pay you anywhere between 10 to 30,000 per month. Correct. So your salary slips will have 10 to 30,000 per month. Okay, when someone asks you for a salary slip, they'll have 10 to 30,000 per month in your salary slips. And all you'll say is, this is my internship. I got paid, let's say 25 is like what, 3 LPA, 4 LPA just for an internship. So I'm expecting something around 8 or 10 for my full time role. Now, your previous job salary is no more relevant. You got it right. Generally, recruiters usually play this trick. Oh, your previous salary is this much. We can't give you more than 30% increment. That goes against our policy. It is just there because if someone comes and asks why that much salary to this person, why not this person, they have to say, oh, we just gave within the bar. We didn't go beyond the bar, which is already set. It's just for legal reasons. But how do you change this? Go take an internship. So then they'll also write, it was just an internship. This is a full-time opportunity. So obviously there is a difference. Done. So internships, go for internships. Try remote opportunities as well. There are so many portals these days which offer remote internships, remote full-time roles as well. Usually the conversion happens the best through personal contacts and referrals. You know someone, they'll make you talk to someone, someone will talk to me to someone, and then it happens. Because out there is a huge requirement. It's always easier to hire and work with someone whom you can trust than go into that open world out there and with a lot of difficulty go and hire someone. Hiring is very difficult, very, very, very difficult. So most jobs, they don't even put a opening out there. Most of the times they just get filled directly through these referrals. It looks difficult, guys, right now. It looks difficult because there is no standard process here, but it is not. The game is not really difficult. Once you start talking to people, you will see that leads keep manifesting, right? LinkedIn is a very strong tool here. Let everyone in your network know that you are into this. Keep using LinkedIn. God knows some college friend suddenly realizes that, oh, you are a designer, you're trying design. Oh, dude, I'm a product manager here. We are looking for a designer. Why don't you talk? Many students it has happened. Like some of your batchmates might have done some MBA and became product managers. Very possible, right? That's the thing. Okay, nice.